Welcome to 987 RPM. We are your Muttons on the move. Now, Mutton.
Yes, Mutton.
When you think of big cruisy limousines, you might immediately think of, BMW, Mercedes, or even Lexus. Well, today, let's show you an incredibly viable alternative and much affordable option.
And it's the choice of hip hoppers, yo.
Yo. Today, we show you the Chrysler 300C.
Now you talk about cars getting a makeover. Well, the Chrysler 300C has got a massive makeover. Look at the front of the car. It's unrecognizable. It's like a completely new car. Beautiful slate grills that match the color of your vehicle. That is very, very impressive. Look at the beautiful daytime run lights. Even the headlights look nothing like its predecessor. So this one's got definitely a lot of character in its new design.
That's right. In fact, I think it does give you the feeling for other drivers on the road of get out of my way.
Oh yeah.
Amazing stuff. And talk about get out of my way, under the hood right here, a 3.6 litre naturally aspirated engine. It's got a great feel to it, very, very smooth, but we'll come back to that later. The only downside about that is it does attract an annual $3,300 road tax. But then again, the trade-off comes in the drive.
Well, the luxury model comes with a massive 20-inch rims so that you can roll with the hip hoppers, yo. And smart entry, which is a very nice feature of the Chrysler 300C. Lock your car, and without taking the key out of the pocket, you can very nicely unlock the car. Sir, your ride is here.
Oh, thank you.
The insulation is unbelievable. It's got double glazed windows plus a sound filter in between each glass. So he can't hear a thing we're saying, and I can't hear anything he's saying. Oh, there you are.
Excuse me, I need to go to the hawker center. Hurry up.
Okay, coming.
Now let's show you the backside of the Chrysler 300C. And this is where it gets a bit polarizing because I don't quite like the look of it. It's a bit too boxy and rectangular-y. It's not as cool as the front.
But it's rapper, yo. It's got a big Beyonce backside.
Oh, right. But there are cool things about the back though. For example, a little reverse camera here on the brake light, which I've never seen before. And then the other button pops the boot. Now, look at that. It's a big cruiser, so you expect a big boot, and that's exactly what you get. Let's do our 987 RPM trusty bag test. There you go. Wow.
I think we can even pack the cameraman and the camera right in here. 560 liters of boot space, and for the excessively forgetful person, ladies listening, if you put your shopping in the boot and your key accidentally drops out of your purse or your wallet or your bag into the boot and you forget about it, you don't see it, you try to close the boot, it tells you, hey, wait a minute, you left your key inside, yo.
Wow.
Very cool.
Now remember that long wheelbase we're talking about just now makes it super comfortable for rear passengers. Let me just show you as we open up the door right here. Now I've set the front seat to the position of a regular sized adult, and I'm a big guy, so a great litmus test for rear passenger space. Get in here and look at that. How incredible is the space over here? I got so much room to move my legs, move my knee if I want to. Just great place to relax. The leather's really soft as well, and you know what? This is where I really want to be. But we're going to move to the front right now to show you the driver's side. Now here we are inside the Chrysler 300C, and the first thing you notice is the incredibly impressive build quality. Everything is very nicely screwed together. Feels so luxurious in here. Look at this real wood trim. That's actually quite rare to find these days. A very classic analog clock. Again, another thing of the yo-yo generation. But the first thing that really strikes you is this huge touchscreen over here. Now check this out. Everything is at the touch of your fingers. You got radio stations. Of course, we choose 987 FM. You can even control your air-conditioned seats from here. And then, of course, there's a huge Garmin navigation here as well. But here's the cool part. When you're in radio station mode, you can actually press this button and check it out. It splits into navigation and radio. Everything is right here.
Well, over here on the driver's side, very nice bird's eye view of what's going on in the car. You can, of course, electronically set how high or how low you want to go. And looking at the dash, of course, the speedometer and tachometer looks beautiful with this nice blue hue light that they've built into the car. A very interesting information panel right in the middle that tells you what gear you're on, or it also measures your fuel consumption and average distance. And of course, the pièce de résistance in the Chrysler 300C, the steering wheel. The classic Chrysler badge adorns the horn part of the steering wheel. And over here, if you look at this, this is actually your volume and telephone controls on your left side. Here is the cruise control, and of course you got your pedal shifters on the left and right. And you don't see any volume controls for the menu or the navigation system, do you? Well, it's cleverly hidden at the back, so I can actually adjust the volume louder or lower right here at the back of the steering wheel, so no one needs to see what you're doing. Very ingenious from the guys at Chrysler. So it's time to take this baby for a spin. Open up my sunglass compartment, put on my sunglasses. Let's get it into gear. And here we go, we're off. Taking the Chrysler 300C out of a tight spot onto the open road is a breeze. This baby handles very nicely. In fact, even if you're not used to driving big or larger vehicles, ample side mirrors and rear view give you a very good view of what's around you. So very easy to get used to the size of this car. And remember, it is the same wheelbase as the shorter wheelbase 7 Series BMW. Let's take it out into a smaller road until we get into the big open road. Handling is very quiet. As you can see, it's so well insulated. You barely hear anything, any outside noise or road noise whatsoever. Remember, we're sitting on 20-inch rims, so this is very, very silent for such large rims. Okay, now that we're on the open road, let's put this baby into sports gear. Remember, this engine is a 3.6-liter V6 engine, naturally aspirated, 8-speed. Let's throttle it down to S drive. There we go. Immediately, the throttle response is much better. You feel it at the touch of the pedal. Pulling a V6 down into engine brake feels unbelievable. And of course, the roar of the engine all of a sudden feels phenomenal for a car this large. Remember, it reaches 0 to 100 in 7.9 seconds. That's pretty fast for a big guy like this. So really, driving the Chrysler 300C gives you the Tauke feel, but Taukes can get a little sporty once in a while. Well, taking the Chrysler 300C on a narrow winding road, you actually feel the power as you go up slope, because this baby has 285 horses under the hood, which produces 340 Newton meters of torque. So you definitely have the power to move this big boy anywhere you want, uphill, downhill, windy road, all power at your fingertips, or should I say at your toe tips. Although for a car that boasts a 3.6-liter engine with 285 horses and a V6, this sure feels a little clunky and slightly loud for my liking. It doesn't have that really nice V6 sporty feel. So that's a minus point for the Chrysler 300C.
Now, one of the infamous problems of the old 300C was that it became a taxi, so it became rather undesirable. Well, with this new one, Chrysler said, nope, they're not going to sell it to the taxi companies. But let's put that theory to the test, shall we? As Vernon A drives by, let's see if he responds to the calls of a taxi. There we go. Excuse me, taxi, taxi, taxi! Yeah, I don't think it's a taxi.
Well, with its updated look, it definitely looks nothing like its predecessor, and of course, very sleek, very luxurious. It gets my thumbs up.
And please, Chrysler, don't sell it to the taxi companies. It is so luxurious inside, really one for the Taukes. In fact, like we said earlier, it's a much more affordable alternative to the regular names you might think of in luxury automobiles.
We at 987 RPM are going to give the Chrysler 300C 8,500 RPMs.
Have a great time enjoying this car. For more reviews, check out 987 TV.